Koalas and chlamydia, the cuddliest epidemic. So let's start strong. Koalas, the sleepiest, chillest eucalyptus addicts in Australia. You'd think they're just out there vibing in trees. But no, their population has been hit hard by chlamydia. Not like some of them. Over 50% are infected in some areas. And it's not a mild case either. We're talking eye infections, infertility, chronic pain, and sometimes death. They get it through mating, or even during childbirth. Yeah, babies can be born with it. It's dark. Researchers tried treating them with antibiotics, but now the bacteria is getting resistant. So now we have sleepy bears with incurable STDs. Modern science, 0, ancient bacteria. 1. Rabbits and trypanomatosis. Not so innocent anymore. Rabbits have always had a reputation for being a little busy. But guess what? They're also carrying trypanomatosis, a disease disturbingly close to syphilis in humans. It starts with crusty sores around the nose and genitals, and sometimes they go bald. Like actual fur loss, it looks cartoonishly gross, like if Bugs Bunny got exiled from society. It spreads fast in wild populations, especially when things get social. So that whole breeding like rabbits thing? Yeah, comes with side effects. Even fluff has a price. Dolphins and herpes. Nature's most charismatic carriers. Dolphins are smart. They have names for each other. They do tricks. They make eye contact. They also pass genital herpes like it's nothing. And here's the weird part. They're freaky. Like, really freaky. They've been observed mating for pleasure, forming trios, and even, experimenting with other species. Scientists have seen herpes lesions on their bodies and genitals, and they believe it spreads through mating, rubbing, even aggressive play. So when dolphins are being social, sometimes it's also viral. Underneath that smile, nature's biggest PR scandal, cows and campylobacteriosis, the invisible farm. Crisis. Okay, let's go to the farm. Cows. They eat grass, they moo, they give us milk. And they spread bovine venereal campylobacteriosis. Try saying that 5 times fast. It's a bacterial STD that hides in bulls and messes up pregnancies. A cow gets infected, then ends up with miscarriages or infertility. And the worst part, bulls don't show symptoms. They just keep spreading it. So it's like a microscopic farm drama happening under everyone's nose. And farmers lose tons of money dealing with it. Meanwhile, the cows? They just keep chewing grass like nothing's wrong. Snakes and inclusion body disease, the creepy reptile virus. This one sounds like a horror movie. Inclusion body disease? It hits pythons and boas, especially in captivity. Once infected, the snake starts to wobble. Its head tilts. It can't strike properly. It acts drunk. Eventually, the nervous system just stops cooperating, and it's viral, spreads through mating, shared cages, or contaminated tools. So snake collectors, yeah, they're paranoid about this one. It's kind of like if your pet snake downloaded a bad update and started glitching. A digital problem, in a biological body. Cats and FIV, the lonely hunter's plague. We all know cats have secrets, but did you know some of them carry feline immunodeficiency virus? It's basically cat HIV. They get it through deep bites, usually during fights. So the big tomcats who roam alleyways at night? High risk. Once infected, their immune system slowly crumbles. They get sick more often. Wounds heal slower. It's subtle at first, but it hits hard later. Indoor cats are mostly safe. But if your cat's a street brawler? Maybe. Consider retirement, or at least a vet visit. Dogs and brucellosis. Man's best friend. Nature's wildcard dogs. We love them. They love us. But even they carry surprises. Brucellosis is a bacterial STD that affects fertility and causes spontaneous miscarriages. It's more common in breeding dogs, but it can be passed to humans, usually through contact with birthing fluids or infected tissue. In dogs, it leads to chronic pain, testicular issues, and swollen lymph nodes. In humans, fever, fatigue, and sometimes permanent complications. So yeah, be careful where you let them lick. Seriously. Pigeons and trichomoniasis, street bird edition. Pigeons, aka city gremlins, actually carry trichomoniasis, a nasty little parasite. It spreads through beak-to-beak contact or feeding. Infected pigeons look like they've seen some stuff. They get swollen throats, trouble breathing, and droopy wings. Sometimes they just fall over. It's common in bird feeders too. So if you're feeding birds in the park, you might be helping the disease spread. Oops. The street life isn't easy, man. Even for birds. Sea turtles and herpes. Tumors in the deep, yes. Even sea turtles get herpes. And this one's a monster. Fibropapillomatosis. Try spelling that without crying. It causes tumors all over their body. Like huge, gnarly growths around the eyes, mouth, flippers. They can't swim properly, can't see, can't even eat right. Scientists believe it's a kind of herpes virus, but they're still figuring it out. Climate change and pollution seem to make it worse. So, yeah, sea turtles aren't just dodging plastic straws anymore. Humans and all of the above. Nature's most complicated animal. Last one's poetic. United States. We're the only species that gets all the diseases. We catalog them, name them, obsess over them, turn them into memes, fund research, ignore research, then rediscover it on TikTok. And not only do we share diseases, we give them to animals too. That's called reverse zoonosis, which means yes, humans gave COVID to deer and flu to ferrets. So next time you think humans are above nature, just remember, we're part of the drama too, possibly the messiest part. Nature's not clean, it's wild. So here's the big picture. Nature doesn't play by Disney rules. It's weird, messy, a little gross. And honestly, that's why it's amazing, because behind every cute animal face, there's biology doing its freaky little dance. And the more you learn about it, the less surprised you'll be next time a koala gives you side-eye at the zoo. Stay curious, stay weird, and maybe wash your hands.